Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing atoms and molecules introduction. Class 9th Science subject CBSE chapter number 3. Please subscribe the channel. Atoms and molecules chapter number 3 class 9th. Okay. Before discussing atoms and molecules, I would like to give some introduction about atoms and molecules. Dear students, we know that all matter is made up of elements from which all forms of matter can be built. I will show you. Yes. We know that all matter is made up of elements from which all forms of the matter can be built. Okay. So look at the first two lines. So matter. Can you define the matter? Do you know about matter? Yes, we know about the matter. Matter means it is substance. Generally matter is a substance which is having some mass and occupies some space. That is called matter. Already we learned that matter exists in three forms or three states. What are those states are solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Clear? So look at matter is made up of, the statement is matter is made up of elements from which all forms of the matter, that means all forms of the matter exists in three forms. Whatever the form you can take, that form can be built from the elements. So here I have mentioned the word elements. What is this one? Elements. Have you heard about the elements? Okay. Have you heard about the oxygen? Have you heard about nitrogen, chlorine, hydrogen? Okay. You might have heard about those names: oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, like that. Okay. So all those are elements. In chemistry we use elements. Clear? Here matter means take one ninth class completely. Ninth class. Ninth class is the combination of some students. Let us 20 students are present in your class. So ninth class is the matter. That ninth class is made up of 20 students or 50 students of 50 students. So students, here students are elements. Students are compared with elements. So generally in chemistry we use the word element. Clear? Okay, next. The elements also combine to form compounds. Those elements, hydrogen, helium or oxygen, nitrogen, all these, they can combine to form compounds. Many, for example here compound. So what is the difference between element and compound? We will discuss later. For example, take the compound, take the water. Water is a compound. H2O. What is the formula of the water? H2O. This is the formula of the water. H2O. Okay. That means water consists of two hydrogens and one oxygen. So here hydrogen is itself element. Oxygen is an element. Clear? So hydrogen is one element. Oxygen is element. So this element combines with this element hydrogen and we are getting, this is the compound, to form a compound. So elements also combine to form compounds. Similarly take ammonia, NH3. So NH3 can be formed by the combination of nitrogen and hydrogen. No need to worry. Clear? So focus on theoretical data. Many questions come to your mind such as, now you will get some doubts. What doubts? How do elements combine to form compounds? That means yes, we are getting the compound here H2O. So when hydrogen reacts with or combines with oxygen, what are you getting? You are getting water is your compound. Clear? But how do elements combine? That means how the hydrogen reacts with the oxygen. What is the mechanism behind that formation of the water? Clear? So how do elements combine to form compounds? Next question. Can we divide the pure form of the matter, elements and compounds? That means take the pure form of the matter, any element, take the carbon. Okay. Can you divide the matter? If you divide, find the smallest particles of the matter. All these are the doubts. All these are questions generally come into your mind. These questions have been a puzzle for scientists and philosophers for many years. Okay, students, all these questions have been a puzzle for the scientists, okay, and philosopher for many years. Okay, this is the brief introduction about atoms and molecules. Main thing, matter is made up of elements from which all forms of the matter can be built. Forms here means gaseous state, solid state and liquid state. They can combine. Elements also combine to form compounds. Here some questions are there, many questions. Whatever the questions have been given here, all these questions just they have been a puzzle for the scientists for many years. For many years means hundreds of years. Okay. This is the continuation of the introduction. First line. The idea of divisibility of matter was considered long back in India around 500 BC. Whatever the idea, divisibility of the matter, that means dividing of the matter. Long back in India around 500 BC means almost 2500 years ago, this idea, the idea of the divisibility, that means dividing. Can you divide the matter? Can we divide the matter? Whatever the idea is there na, in your mind you are getting the idea of divisibility of the matter, that was already considered in India around 500 BC, means almost 2500 years ago this idea was established. An Indian philosopher, Maharshi Kanad. What is the name of the philosopher Indian? Yes, Maharshi Kanad postulated that if we go on dividing matter, Padarth, matter means Padarth, we shall get smaller and smaller particles. He named these particles Paramanu. Okay, look at here, Maharshi Kanad. We feel proud as an Indian, clear? Because an Indian philosopher, Maharshi Kanad, what he told that if you go on dividing the matter, that means divide the matter, divide. What will happen? Dividing, we shall get smaller and small particles. So take anything, take the brick, just divide the brick, again divide the brick, and again divide the brick. So finally, what shall we get? Yes, we shall get small and small particles. Otherwise, take the chalk, white chalk, divide the chalk, again divide, divide and divide. Goes on the process. What will happen? Finally, we will get smaller particles. Okay. So those small particles are named Paramanu. By the end of the 18th century, scientists recognized the difference between elements and compounds. So finally, by the end of 18th century, or at the end of the 18th century means the 1700s, scientists recognized what they recognized, the difference between the elements and compounds. So this is very important. That means what is an element and what is a compound, what is the difference? So it was explained by the scientists, or At what time? By the end of the 18th century. So 18th century case now. Antonio Lavoisier laid the foundation of the chemical sciences by establishing two important laws of chemical combination. Okay, so finally Lavoisier, chemist, okay, laid the foundation of the chemical sciences by establishing, that means he established two important laws of chemical combination. Two important laws of chemical combination. So we will discuss later about those laws of chemical combination. Okay students, so finally what is you should remember Indian philosopher Maharshi Kanad. He named the small particles as Parmanu. At the same time, by the end of the 18th century, yes, this one Lavoisier, he laid the foundation of the chemical sciences by establishing two important laws of chemical combination. So we will discuss later about those laws of chemical combination. Okay students, thank you for watching my video.